for fulfillment, like you said, if you wanted to go direct to consumer for our business, what if they wanted to go more business to business doing fulfillment for retailers? Walk us through kind of the steps that would take what they need to understand to get in that setup.
Well, it's very important to understand what system the retailer uses as far as the order system and what kind of requirements there are for the product themselves, where the barcode needs to be, what type of barcode it needs to be, and any other labels that need to be attached. And then also to understand the routing instructions of how tall can the pallet be. So let's just say you're shipping pallets into a distribution center. How tall can the pallets be? What other kind of requirements do they have for labeling of the pallets? Because when you go into retail, the big box companies, then if you're not careful, you'll get chargebacks by not complying with their routing instructions. And so it's extremely important that you know, one, like I said, their system, so that you're not getting chargebacks for shipping orders late. But two is also you're not getting chargebacks for not complying with the routing instructions. Those are the two things that I've seen have been most problematic for new customers by not complying to those two things, right? So.
Okay. And where do you learn those things? Is that just you learn from the retailer, or is that something you have to ask them about, or?
Well, normally the retailer will provide that information. And so the retailer will assign them someone that's an account manager, if you will, and they will provide them the links to the routing instructions and to how the pallets need to be palletized, or the products need to be palletized, etc. But what I found is that sometimes new vendors aren't understanding of the requirements, or they're not reading those as thorough as they should. And so when you outsource it to a third-party logistics company, then that's the responsibility of that third-party logistics company to understand those routing instructions and to comply. But still, they should understand those. So.
Okay. So is that like something like Cargolink would do, is they would help you make sure you were complying with all those things?
Absolutely. So we would obtain the routing instructions. We would obtain all those documents and make sure that we follow those, to everything that needs to happen from palletizing it, pulling the product, palletizing it, to also scheduling an appointment for a delivery. Because some with big box retailers, if the product's late, then you also get a charge for being late. And so we just make sure that everything's shipped on time and delivered on time as well. So.
Okay. Interesting. So, so most companies, they probably have their products manufactured in China. And then, so you guys would basically, the products would be delivered to you, and then you're the one that kind of handles that and the distribution of them from your fulfillment centers. Is that how that works? Am I getting that right? Or
that's correct. I mean, so part of Cargolink is we have the import side, we have the export side, right? And so we have some of our customers that import with us, and so we'll actually arrange the transportation from China to our warehouse. Then we have some customers that the product is here within the United States, and so we'll arrange transportation, or they will. But regardless, it comes to our warehouse, and what we do is we receive the product in against a purchase order to make sure that it matches up to the purchase order and what the customer ordered. And then we take that product and we put it into inventory, and then we upload that inventory into our warehouse management system, which is then either uploaded to the customer's shopping cart or API or EDI connection, whatever the connection might be, so that they have that visibility to that product. So.
Right. Okay. And then, so when like a retailer, I guess, places another order, and then they would basically leave your warehouse and you'd send it off to Lowe's or whatever retailer was placing that order.
Absolutely. So we send a lot of products to Lowe's. We send a lot of products to Amazon, to Costco. And so there are different systems that we connect to, but we get those orders, and we get them, it depends on how we're shipping them out, but most of it's being palletized. And then we just get them palletized according to the routing instructions and get those shipped out. And then the ship confirmation goes up to the customer or to the retailer, or, to the customer, so that they know that the product has been shipped. And so, and then that way they know that their product is there, and they can check with the retailer to ensure that it gets uploaded to the retailer system. So